even see the bit rate that I'm streaming at, so if this drops out, free Slurpee day, I love free Slurpee day. I have to hold this like really carefully with my Pokeball so that I can catch Pokemon. This is probably going to hit a dead spot or two, so just know that, guys. This is just a test. This is only a test. This bridge over here in Manchester is so wide. It's so wide. Where's the purpose of this? Wish I had like a mount for this. Wait. Yeah, the field of view on this camera kind of sucks when I'm using the Twitch app. Banana. So like come on all of a sudden, I'm gonna have to like run. People at 7-Eleven were jerks. They wouldn't take my PIN number. I'm probably going to get some bot thing in a second. It's going to be like, hey, do you want to buy fresh viewers? It's like, I'd rather have zero viewers than have a million fake ones. This bridge is so fucking long. It goes over like 5 or 6 streets. It literally takes like 10-15 minutes just to cross this bridge on foot. But yeah, it wasn't hard. I had this crap being my debit card works everywhere else. So I don't know, man. I gotta put this down for a sec. Ugh. Bitching at me because I changed my password so that I could broadcast. But yeah, this bridge right here, this is fucking long. This is a long ass bridge. You don't wanna fall off that bridge, I'll tell you right now. You go right into the river. Oh, I really should have got the belt. I'm really regretting not wearing a belt today. I've been getting so many Pokemons because I just hit my Pokeball every few seconds. Hit a new Pokemon. I have like 1 million instances in like XP boosters up. But yeah, you'll notice it's not even a heat wave. And it's already like almost gone. It's crazy. That blueberry flavor is good. Banana, I'm not a huge fan of, but for a banana, it's pretty good for a banana flavor. It tastes a lot less artificial than other slushies I've had with that flavor. What a dickhead. Small penises, I'll tell you. Small penises if you have to do that. Slurpee day. I love Slurpee day. But yeah, the field of view, you would think this would use like one of my other cameras and not like this is such a weird field of view to have Feels like I'm playing myself in like a video game. Oh yeah, I have water as well. I should probably drink some of that. Hang on. I'm gonna drink my water. But yeah, people at the right thing, they gave me the Slurpees for free because my debit didn't work. And I'm like, why? It should be working. It did before. They were being kind of dicks about it. I'm like, just run it as credit, my man. Oh, well, you have to use the chip. It's like, you have to use the chip at other places. Yeah, another one of them. Hey, I think that makes them look so cool. It doesn't. Alrighty. I'm going to start getting going again. I'll show you guys the bridge. The bridge! Oh. The bridge. Hopefully I can keep my pants up for a little bit so I can walk. Okay, that guy was fine. He wasn't a dick about it. That's like a normal motorcycle volume level. But yeah, I have anti-theft features on this phone. That's why I'm not worried. If somebody takes this phone will literally brick itself. I turn on like all the friggin' location trackers. Like literally I can track people down to the foot if this were to get stolen. And then what I do is I just swipe in and grab it when they're not looking. So I'm not too worried. This is also the middle of town, so it's pretty chill here. I'm obviously not going to walk the whole way home. I'm going to end the broadcast, you know, outside of my neighborhood. But for now, we have a lot of old mill buildings in Manchester. By the way, guys, I can't read chat. It's too sunny out. But you know, I'll read when I like read in a while. Here's the bridge. So yeah, the nearest 7-Eleven was kind of far away, but it was like 45 minutes away from walking. Excuse to get exercise. I haven't been exercising since last week because I got gout again, which means you can't move your toe because it gets inflamed because you have like too much processed foods or sugar. I say that as, you know, but you get the point. So this is the bridge. That's why they call it Bridge Street. You can see they have fences here, but they don't have fences in the middle because there's no sidewalk there, so you really wouldn't need any safety measures. You're supposed to walk on the outside. There's a cool little street over here with the colored curb, so that's cool. These are the old railroad tracks that they don't use anymore. They're going to tear these up, unfortunately. Instead of using this to have like a better train, they're just going to get rid of it. In my hometown of Derry, which is about 30 minutes south from here, they already took the trail tracks up, and it's a walking trail, which is, you know, good, but I still I wish there was trains. In New Hampshire, we don't really have any trains left, except for the ones that are in the mountains and the ones that are like in Boston. which I guess technically isn't New Hampshire, but yeah. So that's that. I've caught so many Pokemon today. Oh, look at that, there's a little stairwell here. I didn't even notice this before. I didn't even see this. That's cool. Look at that. Woo! That's a decent drop, huh? Don't want to drop my phone there. I need to get a wrist strap for my phone. Luxury apartments. Huh. Must be nice to have that much disposable income with our economy in the way it is right now. Jesus Christ. I'm lucky I even have a place to live. For those who don't know, I was just in an abusive home. About 4 weeks ago I moved out. So, oh, look at that, they have a little rain drain. What does that say? It says, something Belser is a dirty W word. D, left to retrace steps, run back into your P and V. And then the best symbol. We have the best symbol, the S. Hell yeah. Anyway, I'm not going down here. This is kind of creepy. I want to stay on the main street. But yeah, we're not even over the river yet. The river's coming up. This bridge just goes really far. I guess it makes sense to have one big bridge instead of a million little bridges. This is an old mill building. An old mill building. But yeah, once I lose a few more pounds, I'll be able to use the bike. And it'll cut my walk time from like 45 minutes to like 6. So that'll be nice. Now I'm gonna have to get a mount so that I can cast while I'm on my bike, but yeah. So this is Stark Brewing Co. I don't know if it's still brewing anything or if that's just historical, but that's cool. Whatever it is, they're open. So. And there's the river. It's a very shallow river. You don't want to fall down there. Sharp rocks and everything. Be nice to have a pool. I always kind of get scared on bridges now after that one bridge that collapsed and then people fell into the river and died. But this is a pretty sturdy bridge, so I should be fine. But yeah, this is it's really, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's really shallow. Me going to 7-Eleven took me just as long as going to the library. It just was in a different direction. Instead of taking a right someplace, I took a left. There's the jagged rocks. me of the mountains, being up in the mountains and looking at like the rocky structures. Because we have mountains about 45 minutes from Manchester. The white and green mountains of New England. Gotta check chat when I get to my next rest stop. Can't say I didn't put my work in for the free Slurpee. Or free Slurpees, because I got lucky today. I'm telling you, man. This is 293. This is one of the main side highways. You go up 93 north/south, and then you get on to 293 if you want to continue going north. And then I think it merges with another highway or two. But this is like an offshoot of 93, which is where I grew. I've always been near Route 93, and this connects to Route 93. This is kind of like a little side area, side highway. But I use it all the time. I used to use it multiple days a week when I was going places. Hopefully when my paid internship kicks in, I can get enough money to get my own car and, you know, show you guys the arcade, and maybe I could broadcast from the arcades. That'd be cool. Be nice to get a hat, like a mount or something, so you guys could see it in real time. I could even use a second device to try to get secondary footage, although I think my tablet would probably be bad. Yeah, no, tablets have really bad camera quality. Yeah, it's a nice little place. Michael A. Walsh is a cow. Cool. I love cows. Cows are awesome. Psycho-controlling. Michael A. Walsh needs his teeth kicked. What does Walsh mean? I hope that's not a slur. Oh no, it's Walsh. It's Walsh, see? That dot there is just messed up. It's Michael A. Walsh. There's no slurs. No worries. I don't even think that's a slur. Everything's cool. And that's the bridge. That's the bridge. I really wish I had brought my ID. I could have just resolved that with the bank. Look, the bank's right there. Right outside my neighborhood. Oh well. Smells like fireworks. And here's the creepy zone. Also, don't do this. Don't be a jerk. We're trying hard enough these days. But yeah, this is all walled off, like abandoned property. This is an old mill building. My bot is just like... But yeah, I forgot to post that I was going live in Discord, but whatever. This is just a test stream anyways. There is one spot in my neighborhood that does have a drop, but I don't think we're going that way today, so it should be fine. Not that I'm even going to be casting much longer, because I don't want people to know exactly where I live. But this is the center of town. This is the St. Mary's Bank that I go to. I don't go to this specific one, but I go to St. Mary's. They're the nation's first credit union in the United States, and they're really cool and friendly, and they're very disability friendly. So it's not a bad town. You know, every place has its bad parts, but you know, the only thing that kills me is going up that incline. You have to go up the hill to get into the West End neighborhood. It's all on like a plateau, and it's like maybe 4 square miles. So it's not a huge, if you have a car, you know, obviously it's not that huge of a thing. But if you're walking, it's a whole other story. So I live in a duplex right now with a roommate and a mother and child and father, and they are really cool, and they love cooking, and they're not abusive, and they respect my rights. And you know, it gives me the chance at the age of 34 to learn how to essentially be a 20-year-old, even though I'm technically 34. I spent so much time at my abusive parents' house, and if I did something like this, where I went out for a walk and in this kind of a town, my mom would be flipping if she found out. But like anything, you just got to be street smart, you know. As long as I'm in the main part of town, no one's going to end up bothering me, because look at this. You see the gristle in my face? You see this? You see this beard? People think I'm 40 years old sometimes. And that's good, because I feel like I'm 40 years old sometimes. But not today. Today I've walked for at least a few miles. So no one's gonna fuck with me. And if they do, my phone literally will brick itself and it'll phone home. I love modern Android security. It's fucking amazing. They have this feature where if somebody grabs your phone and runs, it literally just bricks the phone. So if you guys have Android or iOS, I recommend looking into your security options. You know, keep yourself safe. You know, keep your eyes peeled, because the world is nuts these days. But look at this. I wouldn't have been able to, I wanted to do this kind of thing for 15 years and my parents wouldn't let me. And then one day I just got sick of their lies and I left. Excuse me. That was my alarms. I don't know why I had an alarm set for 5 p.m. And that's the other thing. I gotta make something to eat when I get home, so maybe we'll do a cooking cast, but that won't be broadcast live. That's gonna be in the pre-record, because I don't want to risk anything sensitive getting leaked. But oh, that's the other thing. People I live with are totally fine with being on camera for certain things. So just a total difference from me and my mom and even my dad, where if you were recording them even for safety reasons, they would get really mad and they'd call the police on you. And the funny thing about that, guys, is in the state of New Hampshire, when a police officer is called to the scene, you are actually able to record audio and video of that police officer and anybody near him. So every time my parents would call the police, I would legally be able to record, which completely went against what my mom wanted. But you know, you get assaulted once or twice and you don't really want to, you know, camera can't lie, you know. So In New Hampshire, unfortunately, by default, you can't record abuse in the state of New Hampshire. It's a really fucked up rule. But in Massachusetts, which is about 30 minutes from my old house, you can record abusive behavior without any consent. So I definitely think, I'll just cross over here. So I definitely think that we need better anti-abuse laws in the state of New Hampshire. I'm gonna go. Thank you. I didn't even know where the crossing thing was. I didn't even see a button. There was literally no button. Look at that, guys. I'm not lying. There was no button. So yeah, this is me now. I'm finally out on my Pokemon Go journey. You know, I didn't get to depart at the age of 10. Okay. Something's happening. Thought he was honking. I thought he was beeping at me. Yeah, this is the incline, guys. This is where my feet are gonna give out on me. Holy shit. Okay. We're getting into the neighborhood, guys. So you'll notice here we have some single family homes. I don't even want to know how much these are. The place I live at, for the whole duplex to own, it's like $600,000. These have to be like close to $1 million each, just because of their center of town location. But it is a beautiful neighborhood. You know, there's some areas that are a little patchy, but overall, this is a fucking nice part of town. I thought I was going to be in a ghetto originally. It turns out I wasn't. So I'm very lucky. It took me 2 years to get here. So, you know, I'm a tough cookie. Oh, look at that. Swing set. Hell yeah. Brings me back. Oh, look at that, they're going through the tree. That's cool. This is a cool house over here as well.